Welcome everyone to another episode of Twisted Gaming TV. Today we are going to talk about the Sega Genesis Flashback. Here's the box. Really nice artwork. Comes with 85 games on this sucker. So this is the unboxing and gameplay video. Now this has been out for a while. I can't remember how long, but I finally got one. So I'm going to open up here. See what's inside. Booklet. And then you got your system. What's cool about these is the controllers are wireless. So you put two AAA batteries in these. Comes with two controllers. Comes with the AC adapter that the PlayStation Classic could not include. And you got the system. Oh, and the HDMI wires. Now, what's cool about this system is it's wireless, and looks like you can actually plug in original Sega Genesis controllers in this, possibly. I haven't really researched that yet, but it looks like you might can. It has an on and off switch, a menu, AC adapter, HDMI. Now, when I got this, I didn't really notice this until just now, but look at this. It has a slot. So this thing has 85 games already preloaded, and supposedly if you have any old Sega Genesis cartridge games, you can actually put them in the top and play them in here. So that's awesome. That's pretty awesome. So we are going to try this baby out, and then I'm going to give you a review of it at the end of the video. So here's the menu. We have 85 games on here. On the menu it has Sega games, which are all their games, and then it has Mortal Kombat menu, Sonic games menu, and a bonus menu. So I'm just gonna check a couple out. Let's do Virtual Fighter 2. I know Virtual Fighter 2 looked really good in the arcades, but it ain't gonna look that great on here because this is a console. What a graphics back in the day. I always liked Virtual Fighter 2 in the arcades because graphics were pretty sweet, but you know, they're not as great here, just because console game and it's not as powerful as the arcade. So for what it is, it looks pretty good. Now if you ever want to get out of a game, you just push menu on the controller, on the wireless controller, and then press down on the D-pad to go back to the menu. Let's see what else we can do. Some Shinobi? I never played this game before. I wasn't really big on Sega games, only Sega games in the arcade. But like home systems, I never really played them. I was a Nintendo kid. Now if you want to skip like all the intros and stuff, you can press start button and it'll speed along. It's a neat game though. Whoa. Console games were so easy back in the day because there wasn't many buttons you had to push. Except on this controller it has 6. What was cool about the NES, it didn't have many buttons at all. Yeah, that's cool. Cool little game. Quit that. Let's try some Sonic. I don't remember how to play this either. Just kind of like Mario though. Probably just a jump button. Good thing about cartridge games back in the day though, you didn't have to wait for load times. They just went ahead and went. Whoa. I've played Sonic before, but I never really liked Sonic. But one of my friends in my childhood memories, she played Sonic all the time, so she's pretty good at it. Yeah, that game just annoys me. Let's go to some Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, those sounds. Oh man, they sound so simple and weak on these consoles back in the day. But it does come with 2 wireless controllers, so you can play 1 or 2 player, which is cool.
Fight. Get over here. Excellent.
I think you had to have a blood code, even on the Sega Genesis one, on the first one. Super NES didn't have blood at all until Mortal Kombat 2. I don't see no blood going anywhere.
Get over here. Excellent.
Yeah, pretty simple. Look at that, I cheated the computer. That's cool. Let's try Mortal Kombat 2. Let's see how that looks on here. Yeah. Bronca. And it doesn't say their names either when you select them or whatever, because the consoles had less memory, so they couldn't put all the audio and sound effects and everything in these.
Fight.
Definitely got blood in this one.
Fight.
That looks pretty good for what that is. So yeah, you got all your Sega games. You got your Altered Beast. I remember that in the arcade. That was a good game. Eternal Champions. I played that on the Sega CD. That was a good game. But yeah, there's a lot of good games on here. I'm not familiar with a lot of them because I didn't, like I said, I didn't play a lot of Sega games when I was a kid. It was more Nintendo. And you got your bonus games. But anyways, I think it's a great deal. I think they're like $50 for these, maybe 40. I'm not sure. I got it for Christmas. And you get 85 games for that price, and it's a hell of a lot better deal than the PlayStation Classic that only had 20 games, and most of them were PAL. What's good about this one also, it has a top slot for old Genesis cartridges. So if you have old Sega Genesis cartridges, you can play them in this, which is pretty neat, which other retro systems don't have. I don't even think the Super NES Classic and the NES Classic even had that, so that's pretty neat on these. I think it's a great deal though. I think it's a great deal, especially if you're a collector or something, you know, and you want one of these. But I give it a 8 out of a 10. I think they did a good job on it for what it is. You got a lot of variety, and it comes with 2 controllers, and they're wireless, which is pretty neat. So, yeah. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I always comment back. Until the next video, have a great day. See you later.